Well, Italtile was founded by the Ravazotti family, and that was way back in 1969.
And of course, people will be familiar with Italtile stores, plus Top Tea and what is it?
I don't know.
CTM.
Cut, make, trim.
Yeah. CTM. Remember it had the advertising came Carlo Tito Mario, which was kind of like that Italianate style.
Yeah, it took me off guard there. Anyway, so we're talking about ceramic tiles, sanitary ware. It has a market cap of around 14.1 billion rand, PE ratio of 15.2, and a dividend yield here of 2.3%. How do you feel about this one in the local environment?
I think, look, when we look at hardware stores, they've definitely bucked the trend in the retail sector, which is a sector that's been struggling, but these sort of businesses have tended to do well. Again, these are businesses focused on client retention and building that footprint rather than putting up prices. And I think where Italtile has sort of suffered is they actually source a lot of their material here in South Africa, where their competitors source the materials offshore, and people forget that the rand has actually had a very good 6 to 12 months, and what that's done, it's allowed their competitors to sort of stock up on those supplies, and now it's an environment where they're competing aggressively on aggressive discounting and promotional activity. So it's definitely not struggling. Profits are up, revenue is sort of up last year, but I think for what they do, there's better in the market, and it's one of the businesses we'll touch on probably after this.
Well, you, at the beginning of our conversation, said that this is really a South African stalwart, and it has done incredibly well.
I love this business, and I think its management team, remember the Ravazotti family at various points actually managing it. Gianni Ravazotti, the old man, has been the sort of premature of the firm all the way through. Recent management shift, Nick Booth was the CEO. He's been replaced by a guy called Jan Potgieter, who I don't know too much, but had been in the business. Tremendous operator, does local and foreign sourcing. The stores themselves, real market leaders. I mean, look at the share chart over 5 years. It's been a tremendous run. Yes,
well, it has flattened out.
Gone off a boil a little bit. The other interesting thing is that they have been trying for a period of like 2.5 years to buy out one of their associate companies, Ceramic, which is more backstream. It's involved in the manufacturing and the sourcing of some of the sanitary ware and tiles, and that has just ground its way. The most recent announcement was that the Competition Tribunal is being called in to look at the deal because it was initially disallowed by the Competition Commission.
What do we do with the plateau that we're seeing on the share price graph there? Something's got to kick it up to deliver some additional returns.
I feel in this sector, the pie seems to be getting smaller, but the players are not going anywhere. So if you're going to go into this sector, I think some of the other competitors offer you bigger bang for your buck rather than Italtile. Not that the company is struggling or it's a bad company.
It's just relatively speaking, it could be a better entry point if you want exposure to DIY.
This is the top end of the market, and they compete really with isolated, smaller, family-owned distributors of Italianate tiles, interior design. Remember, they really specialize in high-end homes where the kitchens and the bathrooms are being redone, and heaven knows that's the part of your house you most need to do. It's clear, you know, everyone's bathroom always needs a refresh. That's for definite.
Speak for yourself, my friend. There's nothing wrong with my bathrooms.
Well, mine have just been redone, and in fact, amongst the various suppliers that were called in, there was some shopping that was done at one of these places.
Did you get a discount? Is that why you're talking about the stock
favorite? We did a show about this about
Come
a year ago.
It's a fair point. Wouldn't you say he's actually indicating that the stock we're talking about?
I got a massive, like, favorable review of one of the people in one of the stores. We mentioned it on air and so on and so forth, the result of mentioning it.
Well, at least there's disclosure there, Paul. Hot or not, Mduduzi?
Not.
Good, that's going to balance out your raving hot.
The overall environment is what has caused this one to go to sleep a bit, and that is this just general sense that consumers are a bit tapped out. But I think this is the premium operator, and it deserves to remain hot.
Notwithstanding the discount that you got.